Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Let's talk about love and marriage the way that God intended. Life experience, here we share it. The No Fruit Podcast. Tune in from any platform. No Fruit Podcast will help your spirit transform.
Thank you very much for coming back with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being here with us and sharing your time with us. We greatly, greatly appreciate it.
Most definitely. So, Kyle, what you want to talk about today? What's on the docket?
On today's docket is we're going to talk about an item that we use on a daily basis that has been like a change, a game changer for us.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So for me, something I use on a daily basis that's been a huge game changer for me. Huge.
Okay.
Life-changing. Game changer. Why are you laughing?
Because that's hilarious.
It's not hilarious.
It is.
It's awesome. It's like the best thing
ever.
Like,
best thing ever.
I don't know how I got around without having this item, and I use it every day. I didn't always have it. Why are you laughing? I didn't always.
What is it? Electric toothbrush or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't use it.
No, you don't use that every day.
Every day, yeah, like every other day or something like that. Because I don't know. Sometimes
I'm confused.
it feels like it's not a deep clean. Like I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
Something about the manual thing, like you feel like you get in there a little better. But no, it's not the electric toothbrush. Even that has been a game changer.
The air fryer.
No,
that's not quite every day.
And that's not every day. I don't use that every day. I use it every day.
You use it every day?
Every day.
The invention of the cell phone?
Okay, I could say I haven't always. I'm saying something I haven't always had.
You haven't always had.
No, haven't always had it, but it's been a game changer. It's like really changed my life and the way, it's shaved off some time.
Shaved off?
Yeah, it's given me like, I don't know. It's
a razor? Like I'm trying to see if there's any keywords in what you're saying.
No keywords in there.
That you use every day.
I use every day. I wish I could use it more. I wish I could use it more.
Is it your remote start?
Yes. Ding 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 ding. So we purchased this car a couple years, like in the middle of COVID. Like, hey, and the car was being sold with the description that it had a remote start.
Right.
We get it home, and we just couldn't get this remote start to work. We tried everything. We looked on YouTube. We tried all the different codes. We tried turning it on, turning it off, turn the key 4 times, push the button 3 times, then turn the key 1 time. We tried all these things. We tried opening it, changing the battery, like everything. We've tried so much. We called the dealership. They couldn't figure it out.
Nope.
We called a key specialist. They made us buy a whole nother key, and they tried it, and they couldn't figure it out. Like, it was so much. And I was like, I bought this car under the pretense that I would have a remote start. We bought it in the middle of the winter.
Right.
And I just was like, okay, it's cold, but I'm not going that many places. But when I
Right.
do go, I want to start the car up. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
So, I was kind of disappointed that, hey, we bought this car and the remote start doesn't work. It has a remote start. We can see the wires. We can see that it has it. But
Right.
it just was not working at all.
Mm-mm.
So, lo and behold, we had to have that system pulled out and get a whole new system put in. Remote start.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's shaved time.
You in the shaved. That part's
it has
hilarious.
saved time in the morning. It's just so great that I can just like, hey, start the car up. I get in and it's warm and I can just go.
So
The
I will
windows
say,
could be defrosted. I don't have to sit there and just, because in the past, my other car was kind of older. I liked it. It had seat warmers. Everything was great. So, I get in, the seat warmer would warm me up, but the car was still cold.
mm-hmm.
And I'd had to sit in that bad boy for like 10 minutes
I was
and wait
gonna
for it to warm up. Because it was one of those, it was old enough, like you could start the car, but if you left it, the door still wouldn't lock. So you're not trying to leave your car running.
Right.
So I had to sit in the car and wait for it to warm up. And that was kind of like not the best thing.
Right.
In life, like life has so much more. There's so much more you could do with 10 minutes. 10 minutes, y'all.
Right.
It means so much. Like, hey, yeah, it was a time I could sit in the car and commune with God.
Right.
Thank you. That I have a car to get into.
Right.
All those great things. But having to push a button and let the car warm up while I still grab a bowl of cereal or put on my shoes or whatever it might do, 10 minutes before I need to walk out the door, it's great. It's just wonderful. It's just, I love it.
So here's what I would say.
It's so great that my husband he was so jealous he had to go get one. Like that's how great it is.
I was going to say, I have to say that because it was frustrating for me to have it and not work, right?
Yes.
And it was frustrating that in the morning, you want to get up and you want to go and you want to get moving.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I could also tell that you was in the process of leaving later and later.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, by the time you get in the car and then you pull off, you could tell like the car is not ready. Even though they tell you not to really let it idle, to be honest. But sometimes in these cold weather places,
we live in a cold weather place.
Sometimes it doesn't.
The high temperature yesterday was 25 degrees. The high.
Sometimes that you need to have that thing warmed up because it almost sounds like it's going to die. I don't care what age the car is.
Sounds like it's sputtering and like it's
Right.
coughing. Like, your car has a cold. It's going.
So, but no, you're right. You're getting up, you're leaving, you turn the car on, and I'm normally downstairs before you especially recently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of my job of just making sure your car is turned on.
Yes.
So that way you can kind of come down, you can take your time. You're not trying to run down the steps in heels and slide down the carpet. Like, I don't want any of that type of stuff. You get what I mean? So,
right.
Turn the car on, and it feels good sometimes that, as soon as you come downstairs, you're kind of walking out the door.
Right.
Kind of. So you don't have to wait. You can kind of just go ahead and do what you got to do. Go get in the car and pull off. And she stated, yeah, I was a little jealous, envious, whatever, gluttonous. Well, gluttonous is not a word, but
right.
I just want y'all to understand how I was feeling because I didn't understand what it felt like to have a remote start.
Mm.
I did not. I was really and let's understand. Let's put this in perspective. This is not the first remote start car we've had.
Right.
It isn't. But it's one that that she's been using the most frequently because we didn't use it that frequently on the other car that we had it on. And that's because that one, for whatever reason, it was wonky. That we went to supposedly a reputable company to get it installed, and you would turn the car on and the doors would lock, unlock all the time. Do you remember that car?
Yes.
Actually, let me tell y'all this story. Kafa gives me a call one day. I'm at work. And she says, Maurice, someone stole the radio out the car.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well, how do you figure that? She's like, first of all, Maurice is not here. I'm looking at the empty space.
The empty space.
But number two, if you pay attention to the car, you can see it flashing on and off, being the lights.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to say, hey, the car is locked, unlocked, whatever. And you can hear those locks from a mile away.
It was an older car.
Yeah, that Jeep was crazy. So, so if that person was already paying attention to her, number one, and then number two, you could hear it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna slide in here and go take this radio real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, so yeah, that was our experience.
Slid in the right. They was eating a pretzel, I guess, walking by, and they sure enough just left the pretzel there and took the radio. They swapped me out. They swapped out the pretzel for the radio.
So yeah, so that was one thing. So, but now that you know she has this other car. I mean, that was a couple cars ago, but you know she has another car, got the remote start. I'm like, wow, like that really seems like a great idea. Now, you know, like she said, I asked for one for Christmas. You know, and it's been great.
Brought it to you.
Yeah, I did. Santa Claus, he brought it down, and the only thing is that Santa Claus didn't bring the installer with him. You know,
you had to do the installation.
You know, but here's the thing though, and what I will say is that with that particular remote start, even though I had to do the installation, it was one of them plug and play ones.
Okay.
Which was really, really easy. If it wasn't for me second guessing myself in a lot of ways, and then, you know, I had people coming and talking to me while I'm doing it, you know, that type of thing, I could have done it. Well, I got it done in about 45, 50 minutes. But if I would have just gone by what I knew from me going outside, right, and not having the video babysit me, I could really had it done in 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad.
It was simple.
It was simple. It was simple. So you know, if y'all know of anyone that does, first of all, that does that type of work, I applaud you being installers and getting that money, because everyone does not have the patience, you know, the know-how, whatever it is, to get it done.
Because I looked at the instructions and the Santa Claus had talked to me about it. You know, and I had looked at the instructions with Santa, and I was just like, okay, I felt like, you know those movies where it's a bomb and they gotta cut the red wire or the green wire, and they're arguing over which wire to cut.
Yes.
That's kind of how I saw those instructions. Like, it was so many wires. And how did you know? How did you know which was the right wire? Were you scared, like, what if I cut the wrong one and it doesn't start at all?
First of all, I was not splicing wires.
Oh, okay.
It was just pull this plug out, put that plug in, attach to our adapter. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have to rewire, hot wire, nothing like that.
Oh, okay. It just seemed like that.
It was not that.
It wasn't that detailed. Okay.
I mean, yes, that I had to what's some things called? The straps, not the Velcro straps, the other straps, the plastic things that go. What is that one called?
I wish y'all could see his face. Next time we have to do something like this on YouTube. He is thinking so hard over there.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that thing is. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure y'all know what it is. No. But anyway, so I had to do that and, you know, whatever to the wire, whatever. So the hardest thing was just screwing back in the knee things, the knee guards back onto the dash. That's not what that's called either. But oh gosh! But it was fun though.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
I don't think you remember much about it, but
oh gosh, that was fun.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So
what about you? What's an item you use every day?
an item that I use every day.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
For me, well, you know what it is because you use it too. See, your product that you use on a daily, right? I operate it. I don't benefit from it, right?
Yes.
What I'm going to talk about has been a game changer for me.
Yes.
Thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Has actually everyone in the house kind of uses it.
Okay.
All right. It was some getting used to, and I'm still tinkering with it now. But I actually bought multiples of them.
Okay.
And it has changed my my outlook on content that I review, that I look at or whatever. Any ideas? You're lost?
Yeah, I'm still.
I'm
Give me another clue.
It's a very famous product. Product name.
And you use it every day?
I use it every day. You use it every day.
I use the same one, or I have my own?
No, you use the same one.
I use the same one every day.
And depending on the kids, they use it. They use the exact same one too. Also. Oh, you drawing a blank, huh? You quiet over there.
I am very quiet. I have the.
How does smoke come around the headphones?
Because
you can't see. Her eyes are squinting.
Yeah.
Her fingertips are mashed up against her lips. She's thinking so. Dang, how you thinking so hard?
This is my Malcolm X pose. It's in deep thought, or the thinker pose.
Right.
I don't know. Say. Give me the clues again. I think I was lost.
I have it has increased my outlook on the content that I view.
On the content that you view?
Yes. I just got it, and I got multiple of them recently.
Your Apple TV?
Yes.
We don't all use it.
Y'all do. Every time you turn on the TV, you can't turn on the TV without the Apple TV.
Well, I'm thinking we all, including the person who's away in college. So you said we. That's why
Yeah,
I was.
well, I didn't say frequency. No, I didn't.
You said we all use it every day.
Well, I use it every day. You can't. But I guess the key was you can't turn on your TV without it.
I don't use that TV that often. I use my tablet. But okay.
So you don't use it on the bedroom TV?
I don't turn those TVs on that often. I don't know how to work them that well, so I get frustrated because there's too many remotes. You remember, I come from the era where we didn't have remotes.
And what do I do?
I'm that old. Well,
I don't remember not having a remote. I remember the do. Turning the dial.
Okay, but all of our TVs now require more than one remote, and that's just too much.
And then not only did you have the dial, but you had the little thingy in the middle to kind of make sure that it to adjust the antenna.
And
you remember that?
Yes. And what about when you lost that dial?
Oh, I've never lost.
You
talking about lost the dial to turn, or lost the dial to?
No, the dial to turn.
Oh yeah, I mean you got pliers and
exactly.
If your fingers were strong enough, you could turn it with your fingers.
Or you took one from the bottom and moved it to the top, or the one from the top and moved it to the bottom. If it was
If you were able to do that, every TV didn't have that.
Yeah. So back onto this Apple TV. Go ahead. Why is it a game changer?
So it's a game changer for me because sometimes using the smart TV, right? If you got a smart TV, those apples. I'm listening to you. I'm sorry. Those apps are not so, as you said, smart.
Right.
Right. They lag. They don't want to connect all the time. Like, I don't understand what it is. But the Apple TV, because it has allowed me to put all of them in one place, very similar to a Roku. I had a Roku for a little while, but it was getting super slow or whatever. But that Apple TV, just the 4K feature, being able to see it a little more clearly. The only thing I guess I'm I get a little concerned about sometimes. I guess the same thing with Google too, is how the content. I guess I'm under one username too, but I'm able to see the same content on every TV. So it's almost like I did not log out, if you will, or come off. So sometimes it seems like it's still continuing without where I left off at. So that's a pro and a con for me sometimes, because I get all frantic, like, someone's stalking me, someone's following me.
Oh, they're watching you, certainly.
But, yeah, I agree.
That's why they want you to sign in so they can,
track it and keep it and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But I would say that it's been a game changer because of connectivity has been the greatest. Like I said, beyond my smart TV. And then it doesn't feel laggy. It doesn't feel slow like the Xbox or PlayStation when you do it off of there. Plus, I don't want to be walking around no, video game remote doing stuff. Now, I know you can get another remote, but I think that's a waste.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have all that back in the day, as you remember. But, yeah, I don't want to go through all that. Video game is video game. Now, if I want to jump on YouTube real quick, yeah, I'll do that. But I would rather be able to do it from my Apple TV. Because even like that, like I said, that's just ease of use. Go from one app to another. It's almost like using my phone, I guess. I'm so entrenched into the Apple
lifestyle.
Yes. That it just feels a little easier for me, I guess.
It's more normal.
Yes, it feels more normal. Feels like my everyday life, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's been a game changer for me. Okay. And because my neighbor who's really into home theater and has, me looking at home theater videos and all that stuff on YouTube or whatever else, I notice almost everybody's home theater system starts off with the Apple TV. And I can see why. Anybody that has, if y'all take a look at it, a lot of people with $10, $20, $30, $50,000 home theaters, a lot of it surrounds with the Apple TV first.
Okay.
So, that's just a little nugget for y'all out there. If y'all looking to do something, look into the Apple TV.
But get a good TV. Like, there's no sense of having Apple TV.
You can, at least you'll get a clear picture, but because it's hard to say what's a good TV.
Right. I'm
you
just
get
saying
what I mean?
A clear, is it beneficial to have a 4K device such as Apple, but then your TV doesn't give you that?
I mean, no, it doesn't make sense that you have a TV go doom, 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 doom. You can't put an Apple TV on one of those, right? Like that would be very, not saying it can't, it's not impossible.
Right. But you don't get the benefit.
Right. You might not get the 4K, but, even with that, you still want a clearer picture no matter what TV you have. So, because the TV that we have in the basement is not a 4K TV. It still looks nice, though, on there. You get what I mean? So,
are you ready to purchase a new TV?
For the basement?
No, just in general. And for our...
No.
No?
No.
After watching the last 2 nights of movie watching, I'm ready for a larger TV.
A larger TV?
Yes.
Oh, geez. I mean...
In my class, somebody said what's a large size TV? No.
85? 75, 85?
85. Maybe she just bought an 85. Because we had to go through what are the steps to purchasing a new television. And, come up with, the processes or the procedure to buy a new TV. And what are our... and put them in rank order.
Okay.
And then we went from one group to another group and talking about that. And it was interesting to see certain personalities would not consider anything. They would just go out and buy it. Those are people who just take it and go. Like, that's the mission, they do it. Where other people are like, no, I got to think about who else watches it and what their needs are. And then other people are like, I got to think about the price and, I have to get opinions from other people. So all of those things before actually making the purchase. So we talked a little bit about that. So the one person was like, yeah, I just bought what'd you say, 85? So she said, my husband and I just bought an 85. And I was like, 85? Goodness gracious. I might have to look into one of those.
Oh, geez. That's the first time, you have never in my life talked about buying a new TV.
I have.
No, not to me. You know why you wouldn't say it to me?
Because you would run out the next
Yes,
day.
I would. Well, I won't do that today because I ain't win the lottery.
Right.
I'm sorry. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, listen to the last episode. I'm talking about the lottery.
Yes.
How it benefits older Americans. Anyway.
And it could benefit us from buying a new TV.
Right.
But yeah, so no, I'm not running out to get one. Like you said, hey, let's find.
I mean, I would do my research first.
Yes.
You're
I would
do
a researcher, yes.
I mean, and so I'm, even though I wouldn't mind getting a new TV, I just don't know where to put it at, you know, for all the other TVs that we have and everything I don't know what I would do, in all honesty. But if we were to invest in that, I would do my due diligence because I would not want us to make a crappy purchase.
Right, just like you
get
did
what I mean?
You did your due diligence when it came to the remote start. You did
Right.
your due diligence when you purchased the Apple TV. So,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, because with the remote start, I had been looking at that, the one that you ended up getting me the one that Santa Claus ended up getting me for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I had been looking at, as you well know, I've been looking at that for the last 2+ years.
Right.
Before I just said, hey, this is what I would like, right? So, so it's not like I'm just running out and, yo, I like this and, whatever, something like that.
Yeah, like in my class, I'm sorry to cut you off. It was really funny for people who did run out to get things.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, I can return it. So if I get it and it doesn't, I was just like, really? And one person said he'll buy 2 of them.
So
like,
I can understand, if you have that mindset, but I can't do it for that large of a purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for clothes, yeah, I could do that all day because I'm not one that will try on clothes in the store.
Right.
I don't need someone, and maybe because I've had that experience in a men's clothing store where you're standing. We don't always have doors in some of our clothing stores, so it's just a curtain, and someone opened up the curtain while I'm standing in there. Then they're like, oh, my fault. Well, dude, you don't see my feet? You don't see my feet. You get what I mean? But, so I'm like, yo, now it all depends. So the other part of that is that, especially if you're trying to get something tailored or something like that, then you might want to try it on there. But otherwise, recently I just been getting whatever I'm going to get, and I just go to my own individual person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I would have to do my due diligence. I mean, that's just me personally. I can return clothes a lot easier than I feel like I can return electronics.
That's not true because you have some clothing sitting upstairs now that you have not returned. It's been how long?
Over a month.
Right. So.
Well, that's because I tried to return it, and I didn't realize that the store didn't open until like 10 o'clock one day and 11 o'clock another. I'm like, wait a minute, it's the same. What? How come y'all don't have the same hours every day? But whatever. So yeah, they're just sitting up the stairs, and I guess I'm just gonna come off the Pepsi.
Today.
Maybe I'll just come off the Pepsi and lose the weight and put them on my body then.
No, maybe we'll go return them today.
No, we won't. You can. And so let me explain to y'all something, right?
Oh my goodness!
So,
don't believe the hype.
No, you're gonna believe this. I've never seen anyone that can return a product that they've purchased 12 years and 15 months ago.
12 years and 15 months.
Yes.
See, that just lets you know he's lying.
And they can return it as if they just bought it 2 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. I've never seen anyone do that. So anything that needs to be returned, so especially like where she's talking about some khakis that I purchased, if it needs to be returned, she can return it without a problem.
They don't ask any questions when I go.
How come? I don't know why they ask me questions.
Because
I don't
you just
know.
look suspicious.
I don't even know how. How am I walking here with a lavender shirt on, with pink flowers on it? I'm not wearing that. But I'm just giving you an example of how aggressive I dress sometimes. You get what I mean? I don't always have a baseball cap pulled over my eyeballs.
But maybe that just looks suspicious.
And then here's the thing, though. I thought my grayness gave me a pass.
Give you a pass because you're gray.
Yeah, like, yo, old man. What you going to do, old man?
Doesn't give you a pass.
Okay.
You just have to speak their
I
language.
was going to take you down, y'all. I'm sorry. I had a Martin moment. All right.
Okay.
So I thank y'all very much for listening to us rant and rave about our products that have changed our lives.
That we use on a daily basis.
That, yeah, I guess Kafa uses hers on a daily basis. I use mine on a daily basis.
I do.
And
I stand at the checkout at the supermarket and I press the buttons on my car. By the time I
how many of y'all do that? That just sounds lazy. That just sounds super lazy.
Why?
It sounds, I don't know, that sounds odd.
You press the trunk button before you get there.
Yeah,
how many-
there are times where I do feel lazy when I do that though, but that's because I'm carrying a lot of times I'm carrying a lot of bags, and so I just want to walk up and just throw them in the back.
Exactly, and I just want the car to be on.
Okay. All right.
We don't use our keys that much anymore.
You're right about that.
You remember back in the day when you had like a key for the trunk, a key for to start the door, and a key to start the car or something like that? It was like 3 keys to go to a car.
I don't.
And at least it was 2.
I mean, I'm about to say I remember 2. I remember cars that had 2. But then at the same time, I'm wondering if they were really separate keys or if one key just did not work. So here's the reason I'm saying that.
No,
because I remember one
different.
key.
They look different.
I remember somebody having a car key, a set of keys where one was square, one was circle or oval, right? But now that I remember having the keys in my hand and having to what you just said. One key was for this, one key was for that. I don't recall because I remember looking at them because I was standing there next to the car for a while waiting for them to do whatever they were doing. They were talking or whatever. I don't remember the teeth being any different one from the other.
Yeah, but they were lined up different. It was.
I don't know. I might have to. Well, I can't look at it now. That was, we're talking about 30 years ago.
Longer.
No, I'm talking about for when I'm thinking of. Yeah. Wait a minute. How old am I? Yeah, it might have been longer than that. Dang, how old am I? Yo, we will talk to y'all later.
Because he's old.
We thank you very much for listening today.
Have a good one.
Peace.
This week's episode has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
I just don't know how that's possible.
Because I think these artists are channeling information from another dimension or even aliens.
Why would you think that?
Because it's all over the symbolism, if you know what to look for.
Why would Rihanna or Beyonce be talking to aliens?
All right. Hi, this is Isaac, a conspiracy theorist.
And I'm Josie, a voice of reason.
We're a married couple that loves to debate conspiracy theories, pop culture events, and talk about relationships, communication.
Join us on the Breaking Social Norms podcast,
where you can hear me convince Josie that we never put a man on the moon.
I actually believe you on that one.
All right, listen to Breaking Social Norms wherever you get your podcasts.